I'm gonna do this video on a trash can because that's probably where it belongs. Alright, so this is probably Jemmy's biggest joke. Airdorables. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Airdorables are tabletop, desktop inflatables that Jemmy is trying out this year. So far sold exclusively at Lowe's, but I'm gonna do this video because thought it would be a good idea, but it's probably not gonna come out good. So, but yeah, so yeah. So Airdorables people, there's two groups of people who like Airdorables or have an opinion about Airdorables. There's the people who like them, and then there's the people who hate them. The people who like them think they're cute and stuff like that, but the people who hate them think they're stupid and think that this is one of the stupidest things that Jemmy's ever done. And I'm probably on the second one, but obviously for this video I'm going to be biased. I'm not going to either say I love them or I hate them, because I have to go over the pros and cons of them first before I can just say they're stupid or they're good. So let's do it. I guess I'll start with the Ghost first.
One eternity later.
So this is the Airdorables Ghost. It's sold again exclusively at Lowe's, as well as there were 3 other ones too. The pumpkin with the witch hat, Jack Skellington, and Mickey. So 2 licensed ones and then 2 regular ones. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this box is stupid. I mean, they could have done a lot better job with the box design, but that's whatever. As you can see, this box is incredibly small. There's my hand, and there's it on the side there, and then of course there's the description. Comes with a battery pack, and then there's obviously the USB cord to power it. But I'm gonna try out both, see if one of them has less power or more power or anything like that. So yeah, it's 2 feet or 1.1 2 feet and 1.1 inches, or 64 centimeters, or just 25.1 inches. But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and unbox it now. There's not much to say about the box other than, I'm not gonna do this like I do usual reviews, because the box isn't much to talk about. So yeah, I'm too lazy to undo this screw here, so I'm just gonna use the USB port. Here's what's inside. There's the battery pack, of course, the instructions, small instructions, and then the actual inflatable. I'm going to show you the fan here. Here's the USB cord that it uses to power it, and the fan there, the size of a Gatorade cap. But I mean, yeah. So for those of you who think this was just gonna have a small cheap fan, you are wrong. It has its own distinct fan. All Airdorables have their own fan. So that's cool, I guess. But I mean, so as of now, they don't sell replacement fans for that, so you're gonna have to buy multiple and swap the fans in and out if it fries. So, but I mean, I assume Yard Inflatables would start selling replacements of these, because they're already selling Car Buddy fans. But that's cool. Alright, so a rundown of it. This is just a standard Ghost. This is the same fabric for this, what I guess, what was supposed to be creepy cloth, but that's not the creepy cloth material. And this is not the hard fabric they usually use for hats. It's just, again, just the fabric. When you squeeze it, it sounds like a dog toy. So I guess that's neat. It also doubles as a play toy, I guess. Here is the fan again while it's running. You can see in there it runs this exact same. It does have a zipper for, I suppose, removing the fan. Usually use the zipper to get it deflated quicker. But as soon as you unplug it, it just instantly deflates because there's not much air to be used. Not much air fills it. It has one sandbag in the bottom there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the rundown. Like the green stripe, instead of doing what they did with the gnome, the at-home gnome this year, they actually did put a stripe around it instead of just having it purple. So I guess they did make a little bit of effort on that. The facial expression is actually pretty cool, but yeah. Here's the Mickey, basic Mickey design. They've sold this vampire Mickey before, the 3.5 foot version, and then a 6 or a 10, maybe an 8 foot, a big base fan version was sold a few years ago. Cape is again just the nylon fabric, same fan. Zipper is very small, only about to there. This one has less of that dog toy sound, so that's sad, that's disappointing. Inflates like absolute garbage. And yeah, that's the rundown. So now that we've seen them both, it's time to rate them on a few different scales, and how I'm going to do that is 1 to 5 on each category. So let's do that. So the first category is design. And instantly this gets a 1 out of 5, because that's a basic Ghost and that's a Mickey we've seen before. And now let's consider the other Airdorables being sold this year exclusively at Lowe's. I mean, the pumpkin, we've seen that basic design before. That's the and then Jack Skellington was really cool when we saw it, because it was a new, different type of Jack Skellington that wasn't just, you know, a copy and paste. But then, as it turns out, they also are selling this year the 3.5 foot Jack Skellington, which is the exact same design at the same store, Lowe's. So that's stupid. And then their Christmas ones, the Grinch and Frosty, we've both seen them. We've seen both of them. And then Mickey and Minnie, the Christmas Mickey and Minnie, are both ones that we've seen before. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it's just copy and paste, basically. I mean, maybe they're a little bit different, but still. And then the 4 basic Christmas designs, the reindeer, a bear, Santa, and a polar bear, are all basic designs, which is really, really sad. That they could have gone really good with this, but still, I mean, shame. So they get a 1 out of 5. The next category is concept. The concept actually does get about a 3 or 4 out of 5. I'd say about a 3 out of 5, because they have had better concepts, and as you can see throughout the past few years, I'd say about 2016, 2017 to now, Jemmy has been trying a lot of different stuff with their inflatables, different lines of inflatables, like living projection, the rotating base inflatables, the fogging inflatables, and now Car Buddy just got introduced last year, and now these are new for 2021. And I mean, most of them didn't even last. I mean, I'd say living projection gets a perfect 5 out of 5. But it failed so bad because living projection was just made cheaply. The actual projector was just crap. But I mean, that's a whole other thing. But Airdorables do have a good concept. You know, finally, you know, smaller inflatables that are actually made for indoors. So I mean, yeah, for trick or treaters and stuff, if you have this out on like a side table on your porch, they'd like it. But yeah, so about a 3 out of 5. And the third and final category is price. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2 out of 5. Because the price on these, I mean, the generic basic designs, like the Ghost here, are only about $10. Like $10.98, by the way. An incredibly like uneven price. But the Halloween basic designs were $10.98. But the licensed designs were about $13, 12 something, which is still a good price. But now, many people have bought these, so Lowe's now for their Christmas ones jacked up the price. So now the licensed ones are about $15-16 when you can go buy, you know, a 3.5 foot good, like little cheap fan inflatable at Walmart or pretty much any other store for $15. But now instead you have these stupid little ones, which is, it's just a shame. I mean, realistic pricing, that the generic design should only be about $5. I mean, yeah, $4.99. That's a good price. That would make it sell really well. And then I mean, really, the price has something to do with it. And I'll use an example here. The skeleton dragon at Home this year. It's a good design. It's just too small for such a big amount of price. It only should be about $50 with At Home's pricing system. Really, and I'm being generous with them so they get as much profit as they can. But instead, the other two ones with the same box type remained $50, but that got jacked up to $80, and it just completely turned me off of the inflatable because of the price. Just because of the price. And I can say the same thing about the Christmas Airdorables this year. $15 for these little. I mean, really. My hand here, you've already seen this, but I mean, little inflatables. Just such a shame. I mean, and then the licensed ones, I'd go ahead and say between $8 and $10 is a good price for the licensed ones, but yeah, the price is a shame. So of course, the end question, the one that everyone's been asking, are Airdorables worth it? No.